Hi Home Chef, welcome to the Wildlife. I am Will and this is my playground. In this video or this series really, I'm trying to show you how I learned to make something new, something I have never done before. In this video, we're going to make Eggs Benedict with hollandaise sauce from scratch. Not the blended version, the whipped out version. So I might be here for a little while. Okay. I got all my ingredients here. Let's get cooking. Starting off, I always like to make the toast go into the oven first. Any type of open sandwiches I make, I always do that while I'm waiting for something else. Because hollandaise sauce is very buttery, I'm gonna just use olive oil as a spray. I do like these bottom breads turn to be very crunchy because things above it tend to be a little bit moist. And I want it to have a crunchy bottom, so off it goes. While the English muffin is being toasted, I'm going to start making the hollandaise sauce. It's really interesting. I have never made this before, and although I love open-faced sandwich, I think it's one of the best because growing up with some jaw issues, it's very difficult to bite something really big, hamburgers or a big sandwich. So I love open-faced sandwich because I can use knife, fork, and no one's gonna judge me. But for some reason, I never tried to make this Eggs Benedict, or I rarely order them in a restaurant. I think partly it's because maybe growing up in Asia, just love fried eggs. Poached egg isn't something I grew up eating. With the hollandaise sauce, what I have here is 3 egg yolks. And I'm gonna drop in a little bit of lemon juice and a little bit of vinegar. And just whisk it together. In the comments below, you can find all the videos of the recipes that I tried to learn to make this dish from. I think it's really important that I share where I learned these things from and how I came about the final recipe, if it works, right? I really like to learn from everybody a little bit differently, and then based on my own knowledge, come up with the final recipe that works best for me in the situation. So this is a little interesting. I don't really know how it's gonna come out, but I have seen videos using lemon juice and video using vinegar, videos using both, and I figure I should use both. Right now, the yolk and the mixture is creamy-like. I think it's ready for a double boiler. Just gonna take this lid away. I don't have a very hard building here, just a little bit of a bubble. I'm gonna put it on there. I'm gonna continue to whisk. Part of the reason I wanted to do this from scratch is to really just see how the technique comes together with this emulsification. I think in future, if I'm making big batches for a big family or big gathering, I probably use the blender. It's ready to drizzle in a little bit of butter. Oh, muffin's ready. I'm just mixing in a little bit at a time once it's incorporated, and I drizzle in a little bit more. Slow and steady seems to be the advice that everybody gives. All right, all the butters are in. Now just waiting for the sauce, continue to whisk till it thickens. I might be here for a while. After about 10-15 minutes of whisking, I think it's getting into a good consistency now. I can do the figure 8 test. You can see that it leaves a little trail there. If I do a back of the spoon test, just gonna see if it coats. It coats nicely, and I can't help but still a little taste. That is just some excellent creamy sauce. Why can't I keep holding off? I think it's really custardy-like now, so I'm ready to take it off the double boiler. Look at that. Luxurious. I'm happy that it did not split. Okay. Well, before I finish, what I'm going to do is hit it with a little bit of cayenne pepper and a nice pinch of salt, just so it's flavor balanced. Mix it up. It's like a really, really rich custard. Let's do another taste. It's so, again, creamy. The cayenne, the saltiness is great. I'm gonna put it into a thermos so it stays warm when I'm ready to use it. Okay, the sauce is ready. The muffin is ready. Let's get on to the poached egg. Let's poach an egg. I'm a little nervous because I've never poached egg before, but again, learning from many different techniques, I'm gonna give this a try. I am going to use a little bit of salt. I think salt and vinegar is really trying to help the egg whites coagulate together. But I'm not putting a whole lot because I don't want the eggs to come out tasting vinegary or salty, and the smoke is right now giving me a big facial. Okay, so it's there. It's good to go. And what I'm going to do is, instead of cooking it, a lot of the videos saying that have a little bit of bubble simmering, I saw this video actually just covering up and let it kind of sit in there for 3 minutes instead of trying to figure out what's a little bit of bubble. So I make sure the salt and vinegars are mixed in. I'm gonna turn it off. I'm gonna crack the egg one at a time. And I think with the vortex method, I can cook 2 at the same time. Swirl, swirl, swirl. Okay, we're gonna drop one in the middle. First one's looking good. And I'm going to gently drop the other one. Turn into a big cloud. That's okay, I'm the one eating it. It should be alright. Cover it, and we'll come back in 3 minutes. It's actually about 4 minutes now. At 3-minute mark, the egg white didn't seem cooked, so I added another minute, and now it seems pretty good. Let's use a salad spoon with the guy of a little chopstick to see if I can get them out. Oh, it looks so delicate. Oh. Okay. It's good. One. So they mentioned that the fresher the egg, the less those little white cloudy bits will be less. Probably means my eggs has a lot of, it's been in the fridge for a little bit too long. Okay. They look pretty good. I'm just gonna dry it a little bit more. It's interesting, they look very delicate, but at the same time, feeling pretty sturdy. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and assemble. Got our English muffin here. I got some smoked salmon. Just gonna put it here a little bit. And one here. So you're just gonna lift the whole thing up and roll it off the towel. Oh, it rolled off. Just not at the right place. That's okay. Ooh. That's why I don't like poaching eggs. It's very difficult. Ooh. Okay, it's going back on, like so. Kinda. I think maybe just simmering probably still needs some heat. Just completely covering it doesn't really cook right. It doesn't seem like the egg is fully cooked, so obviously steaming and or just covering it for 3 minutes or 4 minutes even is not quite okay. So I left it a little bit longer, but most of the white seems okay. It fell off all over the place. That's alright too. But I'm going to mix with a little bit of this sauce. Really custardy, luxurious hollandaise sauce. And here is my trial of Eggs Benedict. But looks like I still have more work to get it done on the poached egg portion. But got the sauce right. I think I can really use this sauce on other vegetables. Will I really try to poach egg again in the future? Probably not, but I give it a shot. Let me know what you think about Eggs Benedict or poached eggs in the comments below. What did I do wrong? Maybe I can do something a little bit more interesting to make sure it's foolproof in the future. Thanks for sticking around. Until next time, keep on cooking. Thank you for sticking around till the end. I hope you enjoyed the video, the recipe, and also get to try out a little bit. Feel free to join the community, leave your comments or suggestions down below. Any new ideas for a new recipe you want me to try or want me to test out, happy to do it here for you. And if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button and subscribe so you can always hear the latest from me. Thank you for dropping by The Wok Life. Seriously.